Leaked. Real reason Roman Reigns won the men's WWE Royal Rumble 2026. Exclusive information just leaked about Roman's Rumble win, and this changes everything we thought we knew about Wrestlemania. You need to hear this. What is going on, Suplex Rumble family? Welcome back to the channel where we bring you the insider information, the backstage details, and the real stories behind the biggest moments in professional wrestling. If this is your first time joining us, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell because what I'm about to share with you is explosive, and you don't want to miss future updates on this developing story. The wrestling world is still buzzing about Roman Reigns winning the men's Royal Rumble match last night. It was shocking, it was unexpected, and it has major implications for the road to Wrestlemania. But the real story, the story happening behind the curtain, is even more fascinating than what we saw in that ring. I've been working my sources, connecting the dots, and piecing together information that paints a complete picture of why this decision was made. And trust me, when you understand the full context, Roman winning the Rumble becomes the only decision that makes sense. Let's break down the leaked reasons behind this massive moment. Alright, let's start with the biggest piece of this puzzle, the Wrestlemania main event plan that WWE has been developing for months. According to sources close to the creative team, WWE has been planning a specific Wrestlemania main event scenario that requires Roman Reigns to be in a particular position heading into the biggest show of the year. And that position is Royal Rumble winner with the power to challenge for any championship he chooses. Here's where it gets really interesting. The leaked plan involves a dream match that WWE has been trying to make happen for years. We're talking about a first-time ever encounter, a legitimate once-in-a-generation showdown that requires very specific circumstances to have maximum impact. The match reportedly being planned is Roman Reigns versus the current World Heavyweight Champion in what would be a unification scenario, or at minimum, a champion versus champion dream match that positions Wrestlemania as the night where the undisputed top star of WWE is determined. Now, I can't confirm every specific detail of who that opponent is because WWE is playing this very close to the vest, but multiple sources are pointing to this being the direction. Roman wins the Rumble, declares his intention to challenge for the championship he doesn't currently hold, and we get a Wrestlemania main event for the ages. But here's the key strategic element: WWE needed Roman to win the Rumble specifically, rather than just be in a championship match, because the Rumble win gives the story legitimacy. It's not Roman getting handed another opportunity. It's Roman earning his Wrestlemania moment by winning the most chaotic match in wrestling. It's Roman eliminating 29 other competitors to secure his destiny. This addresses one of the biggest criticisms Roman has faced over the years, that he's been given opportunities rather than earning them. The Rumble win provides narrative justification that even his harshest critics have to acknowledge. WWE's creative team has apparently been planning this specific route since before the Royal Rumble even happened. They reverse-engineered the booking, they knew what Wrestlemania match they wanted, they figured out what story would make that match feel most important, and they determined that Roman winning the Rumble was the essential first domino that had to fall. And if the leaked Wrestlemania plans are accurate, this match is going to be historic. We're talking about a main event that could headline any Wrestlemania in history. A match that casual fans and hardcore fans alike will be excited about. A match that makes business sense and creative sense. That's why Roman won the Rumble. Because everything that comes next requires him to have won the Rumble for the story to work. Now let's talk about reason number 2, which connects directly to the first, the Bloodline endgame strategy. According to leaked information from people familiar with WWE's long-term planning, we are approaching the final chapter of the Bloodline saga, and Roman winning the Royal Rumble is a crucial piece of bringing this years-long story to its ultimate conclusion. Here's what sources are saying: WWE has mapped out the ending of the Bloodline story, and it involves Roman Reigns facing a member of his own family at Wrestlemania in a match that will determine the future of the entire faction. The leaked plan suggests that someone from within the Bloodline, and there are multiple candidates who make sense, is going to challenge Roman for his spot as tribal chief. This creates a scenario where Roman's Rumble win and his championship opportunity at Wrestlemania becomes a family crisis. Think about the dramatic possibilities. Roman declares he's challenging for the World Championship at Wrestlemania. But then a Bloodline member says, "No, you need to defend your position against me. You need to prove you're still the tribal chief before you go chasing other gold." This creates an impossible choice for Roman. Does he pursue championship glory, or does he defend his family leadership? Does he risk the Bloodline fracturing by prioritizing individual achievement over family unity? Does he face the reality that someone within his own family thinks they deserve to replace him? The storytelling potential is incredible, and sources indicate that WWE has been building toward this specific family confrontation for months. Little tensions that have been planted, small moments of doubt, glances and comments that seemed minor but were actually breadcrumbs leading to this destination. Roman winning the Rumble creates the catalyst for this family civil war. It forces the conflict that's been simmering to finally explode. Because now the stakes are maximum. We're talking about Wrestlemania, championship opportunities, and family legacy all colliding at once. And here's the leaked detail that's most intriguing. Sources suggest that regardless of which specific Bloodline member challenges Roman, the story is going to involve Paul Heyman making a choice about who he supports. The wise man might have to decide between Roman Reigns and another member of the family, creating betrayal possibilities that would be absolutely devastating. Imagine the tribal chief versus his own flesh and blood, with Paul Heyman torn between loyalty to Roman and possibly seeing a better leader emerging. That's WrestleMania caliber drama right there. WWE needed Roman to win the Rumble to set all of these dominoes in motion. The Rumble win creates the opportunity that creates the jealousy that creates the challenge that creates the Bloodline's endgame. It's all connected, and it's all been planned. Let's shift gears and talk about reason number 3, and this one is pure business. Leaked financial projections and internal WWE discussions reveal that the company is under significant pressure to deliver massive numbers for WrestleMania 2026. We're talking about revenue expectations, sponsorship commitments, and media rights negotiations that require WrestleMania to be an absolute home run. And when WWE executives look at their roster and ask, who gives us the best chance of maximizing every revenue stream, the answer is Roman Reigns. Here are some leaked specifics about the business calculations. International markets. WWE is negotiating major new television deals in several international territories right now. These negotiations are happening during WrestleMania season, which means their product presentation directly impacts deal values. Roman Reigns is WWE's most marketable star internationally, particularly in key growth markets. Having him in the Royal Rumble winner spotlight provides leverage in these negotiations. Streaming metrics. Internal data that leaked shows Roman Reigns' content consistently outperforms other superstars in streaming engagement across multiple platforms. His segments have higher completion rates, his matches have more replays, and content featuring him drives more subscriptions. UPS. With Netflix and other streaming platforms being crucial to WWE's future, having Roman in the spotlight is strategically essential. Merchandise projections. Sources indicate that merchandise sales data played a role in this decision. Roman Reigns' merchandise, particularly Acknowledge Me branded items, has been massively successful. WWE projects that Roman is Rumble winner and in a WrestleMania main event will drive significant merchandise revenue in the months leading to and following the event. Corporate sponsorships. WWE has several major sponsorship deals up for renewal and new sponsors being courted. Corporate partners want to associate with credible, professional, mainstream presentable stars. Roman fits the profile perfectly and gives WWE leverage in these business discussions. There's also the Saudi Arabia factor. Sources suggest WWE has commitments for events in Saudi Arabia later this year, and those events come with massive financial agreements. Having Roman as a central figure, particularly as Rumble winner heading to WrestleMania, increases the value WWE can command for those international shows. Now, I know some fans don't like hearing about the business side. They want decisions made purely on who deserves it or who the fans want. But WWE is a publicly traded company with shareholders, revenue targets, and business obligations. Those realities absolutely factor into major creative decisions. The leaked information suggests that WWE executives specifically discussed Roman versus other potential Rumble winners from a financial projection standpoint. They ran scenarios. They analyzed data. And Roman came out as the option that maximized revenue potential across the board. Is it cynical? Maybe. But it's also reality. WWE is in the business of making money, and Roman Reigns is their most bankable star right now. Here's reason number 4, and this one involves some uncomfortable truths about WWE's current roster situation. Leaked internal communications suggest that WWE creative faced a difficult reality when planning the Royal Rumble. They don't currently have another full-time superstar who checks every box necessary to carry the Royal Rumble victory into a WrestleMania main event with complete confidence. Let me be clear, this is not about talent. WWE has an incredibly talented roster. But there's a difference between being talented and being ready for the specific pressures and expectations of being Royal Rumble winner and WrestleMania main eventer. Sources indicate that creative held multiple meetings discussing various options. Younger stars. There are talented young performers who are over with fans, but internal discussions revealed concerns about whether they've been built up sufficiently for the Rumble winner main eventing WrestleMania spotlight. The worry